Hello, Patrick.
Well, hello. Apologies for being tardy. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. How's yourself?
I'm doing very, very well and very excited to start our rematch, the long awaited rematch of the Stalingrad campaign. This is scenario number 45 from Combat Commander Stalingrad. Stand and die. This is the first disclaimer. If you've not watched the first playthrough of this, go back. It's just a couple episodes. So stop here, go back and watch that one. That will clue you in on what's going on. And if you have watched already, welcome back. Glad to have you here. To anyone and everyone watching this, whenever you're watching it on the YouTube. And John, it is wonderful to be back with you, sir. And I'm glad
Thank
to do
you.
this again. What we're going to do here is exactly what we did the last time. I'm going to let John kind of run things here, but we are playing through the Stalingrad process here to set this up. We are starting back on our old familiar map here, map 37, which is the middling map where the campaign begins, somewhere not quite towards the German lines, not quite towards the Russian lines, but right there in the middle. And we're going to go through the whole process here where we set things up. And this time, John will be taking the Russians, and I will be taking the Germans. We're going to have a good old time, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I think so. We're going to find out if the Germans can strengthen their hold on Stalingrad or if the Russians can successfully counterattack.
For those of you keeping tick marks at home on the wall, I am currently 0 and 3 as of this game against my esteemed opponent here. So you can make the wagers however you wish. I don't know if there's a little side betting going on, but one day, John, I'm gonna take a victory from you. But maybe it's this day. We're gonna find out.
We shall see,
So
shan't we?
we shall see. That's right. Well, then I will let you. I'm going to mute myself here and let you kind of walk us through the process. We're going to go through the standard steps here, starting with the Stalingrad campaign. And it's a nice blending of the special rules for Stalingrad along with the Mediterranean random scenario generator steps. And this will set up our first game here. And from this, much will be determined, of course. So take it away, John.
So the first thing that we do is the map configuration on map 37, which is the one you can see in front of you. And as the Allied player, the Russian player, I make a roll and reference the white dice. And that's a 6. And that means I'm the left-hand side, which is there.
All right. That's different.
Yes. The next thing we do is spreading devastation. So I'll just click next order, reset my deck, and Patrick draws 2 random hexes as the German, and those 2 hexes will be rubble.
All right, here are my two. Not very helpful up there, and not very helpful, but they are on your side, so that makes me somewhat happy. So I'll place some rubble out there. All right, 1 and 2.
And then I do the same as the Russian player, 1 and 2.
All right, so
And there's
one
some rubble. Oh, you've got
there.
them?
I got you for you.
Right, next order. So we reset our decks again. Leader nationality is set. Troop quality is set. So it's objective. So, Patrick, you can draw the open one.
All right, here is our open objective for this. I will reveal it. So, objective A. This objective point right here on the hill crest is worth 1 victory point.
Right, so I'll draw a secret one.
Ooh, not so secret, as it turns out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that old chestnut again. Boy, howdy. That clump of trees there. All right, and then here's mine. Okay.
So we've done that. The next step is campaign forces. So we've each got a command platoon, which we can get out in a moment. The next thing we do is we've got a regimental resource pool, which is predetermined. We've each got 4 platoons that we can choose from in the first scenario. So the first thing we should do is get out our headquarters platoons
All right.
and put them in the stage map. The next step is to determine the campaign platoons. So we each have 4 platoons to choose from, as I said, and as we've done before, we'll type the platoon or platoons of our choice into the vassal text box and reveal them simultaneously.
I am ready.
As am I. 1, 2, 3, go!
I decided that I want a flamethrower on this map too.
Right, determining campaign platoons is done. Initial VP costs of forces. So you move the VP marker towards me for the cost of your forces.
All right. So I've got looks like 9 plus 12 is 21 total. So I'm gonna give
21.
you 21. So we're gonna do control 6. 1, 2, 3, and that. There you go.
And I spent 6 points on Krylov. So I give you 6 back. Right, there's no leaders because they're already selected, so we don't do that bit from the random scenario generator. Next, it's support roles. Follow RS7 as written for each battle in the campaign. So I grab my Mediterranean rules and my Russian support table, and I make a roll for 1942, and I roll a 5. I can't get another leader. I can get a weapons team with a light mortar or an SMG squad. That's not a very good roll. Right, I'll spend 4 points and take 2 weapons teams with light mortar. So that's the support posture.
I know it's close, but I think I'm gonna be attacker on this one. I
I think
think.
you are. I'm going to be defending. Each player's order limit is set via the campaign forces table according to the platoons acquired for the current battle. So your order limit will be 2, 4. My order
It is
limit
4.
will be
Yep.
3. Fortifications. Follow RS9 as written for each battle in the campaign. So this is where the defender can spend victory points on fortifications. And I will spend 3 points. So I'll give you 3 points. And I'll take, for that, I'll take 9 wire. So that's been done. Extensive fortification. Both players begin the campaign with 11 discretionary fortification points. These points are spent, if desired and regardless of posture, to purchase supporting fortification orders of battle. German player first. So you now have the option to spend any of your 11 points on any kinds of fortifications that you want.
I think I'm gonna spend 2 points and get 3 trenches. I will mark 2 off of my notes here for the future.
Yep. And I will also spend 2 points. And I will get a strong point.
Ah, how did I know? How did I know?
From now on, we go through our RSG steps 10 to 16 as written. So step 10 is the defender setting up. I've got to set up my strong point at the same time as I set up my forces because they're
Right.
extensive fortifications. But the wire gets set up after you set up because they're regular fortifications bought with victory points. So now I have to figure out what to do.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here just to save on editing time. So you take your time. All right, John has completed the defender setup, and now the first thing for me to do is to see if I can get an asset as the attacker.
1942.
1942. Let's see. Wouldn't a radio be really, really nice? Let's see. What? 2, 6, 7, 11. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Here's my roll. That's
11.
11. That is the 75 millimeter. Worth 3 victory points to you, and it does provide smoke. So I will take that radio and give you 3 victory points. So we'll move you up to 11 because there's always room for smoke.
Dang.
You say that now, but now I will pause it here and do my setup accordingly. I have completed my setup as well. Close all that. John, you get to put your wire out now. Have a ball with that.
I'll go with that.
You just told me to get the hell off your lawn.
Indeed.
Damn kids. Alright, I am going to zoom the map here. Got my card set up, so yeah, all the action is right here centered. So I don't have to do too much manipulation of the map during the video.
Right. And the initiative. Your initiative is 1 for Vogel, 4 for Esser, and 10 for Lauerbach. So that's 15. My initiative is 8 plus 2 is 10. So I pass you the initiative and you go first.
Well, allow me, before we get underway, as we start this new campaign, good luck to you.
Good luck, but not too much.
I appreciate that,
And
as always.
since I always say it, I should tell you the story of it. My first regular online opponent used to say it. And so when I started on the vassal ladder, I just automatically started saying it. And that's the story of it. It's as simple as that.
I think we need to get a Latin translation of that and put it on a t-shirt for the ladder. What do you say? Start selling merchandise.
That sounds like a good idea.
I think so. Put that on one side, on the front, around the logo, and then we'll put all the axioms that we came up with, on a piece of scroll work on the back of the t-shirt. People can walk around a convention and let other players read it. All right, so I'm drawing up my cards. They are done.
And I've got my cards.
Here we go. Let's see. What do we do with all this? I think I'm going to start with a discard of 2. And we'll draw 2, and I'll send it to you.
Right. Okay. I'll play a move order. And I'll activate Melenkov. And he'll activate that weapon team. And that squad. And that squad. That squad. And that squad goes to.
Okay.
The weapons team spends 1 movement point to transfer the light mortar to the squad, and the squad with the light mortar move into the trench for 1.
Okay.
And the squad with the light machine gun spend 2 to come into the bunker. And it's all nicely ordered. Next order. Draw a card, and it's you.
But we'll do an advance order.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have Lauerbach activate everyone here. There first. Anything?
Nope.
Okay. And then they will go there. Alright. Next order. See what happens when we play with each other now after 2 games or 3 games like this. I'm very cautious, so that's gonna it's gonna make it a little bit longer my thinking time, and I apologize.
That's all right.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. We will do an artillery request, and I'm going to activate Esser for that, and he's going to send some smoke here.
Range 4. Come on, miss.
Range. You're already giving me the mulligans. All right, here's range 4. It hits. Here's the event. Suppressing fire. 1 enemy unit in a hex with both range and line of sight of a... Well, I guess we're going to suppress... Sometimes you have weapons that are just so... Oh, it just jumps right out at you, but... Other times it's just...
Exactly.
All right,
that's how I feel too.
I will suppress this weapon team right here that has the light mortar in front.
Right.
Okay, so now we do our minor drift, and it's 2 and 1, so back and up. Okay. So centering on L5. These artillerymen need to work a little harder. Okay, so next order. And I'm going to draw up, and I'm going to send it back to you.
Right, discard 1, discard 2, draw 1 and 2, and it's you.
I will do a move order. And it will be Lauerbach's crew here. So they go there. I don't believe you have any shots at me in the gully.
Nope.
Okay. And they'll go... I'll do some smoke grenades from the elites there. And we'll throw some smoke into the wire here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we get. That's a 4. Okay. And then we'll go into the wire.
4. All right.
And then Lauerbach will go 2 and 4 to there. Next order. Do a move order again. And we'll activate these squads with Esser. They'll go 2 to there.
Right, hold on. Let's have a look at what's in there. That's a gully. Can't see them.
Right. Okay. And then 4 to there.
Another gully.
Right. 2 and 4. And then just into the trench there. Next order. That is going to be all I will draw up. And it's to you.
I'll play an advance order. And I'll advance these guys. They advance there. They advance there. They advance there. Next order. It's you.
We'll have Vogel activate fire. And we'll activate this one as well.
Yep, that rifle at the back has line of sight.
Yep. Okay. So Vogel's going to target here.
Yep.
We'll do the machine gun 8, command 10, and we'll throw in sustained fire to make it 12. 12 plus. There are a few truisms in this world, but one of them is have the card.
Indeed.
Indeed. Alright, here's 12 plus. There we go. 17.
I've got 10. They break.
And then we are going to follow up with the squad under Vogel, who is a 7 now. And we'll throw in marksmanship to make it 9. Same target,
Ooh.
9 plus. 12.
I've got a 3. They're good with an event. The event is prisoners of war, which has no effect.
Okay, so now the rifle squad back here will shoot, and they are a 5 shoot. Oh, and shooting uphill now, so it's a 4 plus. We got our first sniper. So 14. Let's do a sniper check. That's not helpful, so I'll bring out the urban sniper. Okay, and I will add 1 to the German side.
14, and I've got 8. 8 and 9 is good.
Now it's let's do a route. Let's see what happens. So we're routing on an 8, and he leaves 2.
1, 2.
Next order. And that will do, I think. We'll draw back up. Send it to you.
I'll play a recover. Clear that. And I've got a 6. They don't rally. Next order. Draw a card. And it's you.
I'll play route again, and it's a 6, and he's suppressed now. Next order. I'm going to draw up. Back to you.
Discard 1. Draw 1. And it's you.
Move order.
Mm-hmm.
And these rifles right here will move. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Unless you have any
Nope.
hidden mines or anything. Okay. Next order. I will draw back up. And it's back to you.
I'll play a recover. I've got a 6 to rally. They rally. Next order. Draw a card, and it's you.
I'm going to discard 1 and draw 1. And it's to you.
I'll play a fire order. So I'll activate Melikov's Hex, and I'll activate that mortar, and that mortar. Let's just check lines of sight. Yep, it's clear. So I'll do this one first, and I'll target there. Have to check the smoke hindrance. It's smoke 9 at range 6, so that's a 15. That's accurate for effect 6. That's 13. You've got 5 cover, so that's a trigger check.
Okay.
Right, so that was the one in the trench. Now, this one. Range 5 through 10 smoke is 15 again. So that's this one at the same target. That's a hit with time. Hit the time advance. Reset my deck. Take a victory point. Remove a smoke marker. I'll remove that one. And you get to dig in if you've got any.
I will play no dig-ins.
Right. So that was a hit on the unit in the trench, the rifles in the trench, or 6. 11. That's another trigger check.
Here we go. That's good.
And finally, this one will target Vogel at range 4. They're deadly accurate.
They are indeed.
Time advance. Take a victory point. Remove that one. And it's fire 6 at Vogel. 11. That's 2 trigger checks.
Okay. Squad check. And Vogel check. He's good.
And that's all 3 mortars fired. None of the units are in range of anything that they can see. So there's no other fire attacks. So next order, draw a card, clean up, and it's you.
We'll do an advance.
Mm-hmm.
We'll advance both of these units.
Hold it there. Hidden mines. That's attack 6. That's a 12.
And we are 2 8s, so here's the squad first. They're okay. And the team, they're okay. And then lower back, we'll move into the wire. All right, next order. And we'll draw up, and I'll send it to you.
I'll play a fire order. So I'll activate there and there. Actually, I'll activate these guys just as always, just in case of jiggery pokery.
Jiggity pokery.
So they're targeting there and they're throwing in sustained fire. So that's 5, command 6, with 1, 2, 3 additional is 9, sustained is 11. 11 and 6 is 17.
So we're at 9 and 9 in there. I'm going to do a concealment first and bring it down 1.
To 16.
So yes, squad first. They're a 9. They're okay. And then the team is also 9. And they're going to suppress. Recon! Let me see your secret objective. Oh, there is no secrets on this. Alright.
So nothing else happened. So that's that order. Clean the map. Draw 1, 2, 3, and it's you.
I guess we'll do a recover. Just to get rid of that suppression marker. That's fairly important. Next order. Lauerback will activate everyone here to fire. We're going to start with the flamethrower. Firing that on its own. Targeting there. We got to make a targeting check first. Wow. That's the sound of the trigger not working initially. But it's a hit.
For effect,
So
11.
4, 11 plus
Out.
21. 21. Would you like me to reroll that?
No.
And I did not declare that I was using the sniper, so I will not use that on this one. So let's do our sniper first. That is not going to do anything, so I'm going to add to the Germans. And so it's 21 to you.
I've got 9 and 7. 9 breaks with an event. And the event is Shell Shock. Break the unit closest to a random hex. The random hex is there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll have to be that rifle in the trench.
That one.
They break. And now I've got a 7. He breaks.
So now we'll do the Pioneer Squad itself. With the elites joining in is 8. We will spray fire this one because they both have box range. So that's 8, and we're going to add the sniper, make it 12.
Right, so
12 to both of these hexes. And 12 plus 6 is 18.
Right, I'll do the broken units first. The squad's on 7. Take 2 points.
Okay.
And the leader's on a 9. That's another 2 points, but there's a sniper first. I get the urban sniper.
Okay. So here's 2 more points. All right.
And now I've got a 9. 9 and 8 is 7. 9 and 8 is 17.
And I had an 18, so yeah, he'll break.
Dang.
Let's throw the satchel charge, or we'll try. So here's the targeting for satchel. It's a hit. 12 for effect. 12 plus 16.
I've got 7. Take 2 more points.
Okay.
And eliminate the satchel charge.
Yes, sir. All right. That is all for that. Next order. Drawing up and returning it to you.
Play a move order. Activate them. And they go 1. And you can't see them from anywhere. 2, 3, and 4. Next order. Play another move order. And activate Melikov. And them. And them. Anybody else? And them. And them. And they go 1. They go 2. Can't see them either. They go 2. Anything?
No. Nope.
And they go 2.
Okay.
Next order. Clean up. Draw 1, 2, 3, and it's 1, 2, and it's you.
Do artillery request.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do an artillery request from Vogel. And he'll do bombardment, and he's going to put it there.
Right.
At
Range 1, 2, 3,
range
4, 5.
5. Right. So it is a range 5. Need a 6 or better. Here we go. And
It's a miss.
major miss. All right. Here's the major drift.
Direction 1, distance 1. So it's
Couldn't have put it any better myself. All right.
so units. So you've got 5 hexes to deal with.
Yes.
And 2 airbursts.
Right. So we'll start with the one that it's on. Let's move that off to the side there. So we will start here. Yeah. So it's a 10 to start. Plus 9 is 19 for that one.
I've got 10. 10 and 10 is 20 with a sniper, which has no effect. So the urban sniper goes up to 4.
We'll do this one next. It's just out in the open, so it's an 8 plus 7 is 15. The event. Battle harden. 1 unit becomes veteran. I'm going to make these pioneers up here some veterans.
That's a surprise.
Well, they've seen some things, you know. All right, 15.
15, and I've got 8. They break.
Come down and do this one.
I think they're in wood.
It's another.
Yes.
They're in woods, so it's another 10 plus 4 is 14.
Right, I've got 9 and 2 is 11, 8 and 2 is 10. 11 is good, 10 breaks.
We'll do this one in the woods. It's a 10 plus 17. Another event. Field promotion. Ah, Private Herzog. Look at that. All right, so Private Herzog is coming on the board.
It's not a free rally, though.
It is not a free rally, sadly, but it's got some leadership back there in the trench. That will help for any further stuff.
Right, so that was a 17
17.
on that light mortar unit beside the bunker. And they've
That's
got
right.
10. They're good.
All right. And then finally we do the check on this wire here. So I need a 12 to destroy it. And it does not destroy. That is all. Next order. Well, I can't pass up the opportunity here, so we're going to fire the heavy machine gun and the rifle unit. We're going to put them together, and they're going to shoot at this broken rifle here.
Right.
So it's going to be 8, command 10, 11, and we'll do sustain fire. Make it 13. 13 plus 5 is 18.
Right, I've got 11 and 8. 11 and 7 is 18. They're suppressed with an event. The event is suppressing fire. I have a line of sight from my light machine gun to your heavy machine gun. So I'll suppress your heavy machine gun squad.
Okay.
And they're suppressed. And then I've got 8 against what?
18.
18. Not feeling good. 8 and 11.
Whew, so close. All right. Well, that's all for that. Next order. Draw back up, and it's to you.
Right. Discard 1, 2, and 3. Draw 1, 2, and 3. And it's you.
Play a route order.
Out.
Let's see. Your rifles with the light mortar. There are 6. I'm going to go back 1 with an event. And my surrender goes up. Hooray! And then I'll let you move them. And then the rifles here with everybody else. There are 6, 7, 8. Are they in the woods?
That's right.
Yeah, they're in the woods. So here's their red. They're going to suppress as well. And we have a sniper. Oh, close. But I will take 1 on the German side. And that is all for that. I'll do a fire order.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have just these rifles will activate here. Take another shot at you guys there. So with the suppression there are 4. Plus 2 for command is 6. 6 plus. Oh, there we go, 17. Not for lack of trying.
17. I've got 8 and 2 is 10. They break. And 5 and 2 is 7. 7 and 5. I'll play light wounds. Take a victory point.
Okay. That is all for that fire order. Next order. And I'm going to draw up and send it to you.
I'll play a recover. Right, I'll recover the weapons team first on a 10. They don't recover. Now the line team in the same hex on an 8. They don't recover. And now the mortar squad on a 6. They don't recover. Next order.
Come on, give us a combat commander. Combat commander!
I'm too cool, calm, and collected for that.
I know you are, man. I guess we should try to let it rain a little bit here with Vogel. And he will do another bombardment right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need that 6 this time. 6 or better. It hits, right? Our small drift.
2 and 6.
2. So up and there.
And time.
All right. And time. Okay, so let me take a time advance. Reset my deck. You get a VP, and I will take a smoke out of the mix. I will take
a VP.
this one.
Right.
Okay.
There's no reinforcements. I've got to dig in.
Okay.
It's got to be that hex.
Yeah, they hear the whistling coming. And we'll start with that one. And so it will be an 8 plus 11 is 19.
And I've got 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 and 7 is 19. They're suppressed with an event. And the event is air support. They're suppressed. And I draw a random hex. And I break everybody in Esser's hex.
That's fine. We will break them all.
Right, so that was the central hex suppressed with an air support, with an airstrike.
Right. Okay. We'll move on to this one, and it will be an airburst in this one, so it's a 10 plus. 9 is 19.
Right, I've got 8 and 2 is 10. Take a point.
That was the. Oh, yeah, you get 2 weapon teams in there. Okay, so here's a point.
I've got a weapons team and a line team. And the line team's on an 8. 8 and 10 is 18.
And missed it by 1.
Dang. Take another point.
Okay. This light mortar here. It's another airburst, so 10 plus. It's a 20 on its face, unless you want me to re-roll that.
Nope.
Okay. So here's the sniper check. Ooh, close. I will increase the German. Okay. So it's 20 to you.
I've got 10. They break. And you've just got that one wire left.
Right. So it will break on boxcars. And it doesn't. Okay. Next order. I will draw back up and send it to you.
I'll play in advance. I'll activate them. And they'll advance there. Next order. I'll play our cover. So I've got an 8 and a 9. I'll do the 8 first. Doesn't rally. The 9 rallies. Next order. Then I will route you. And I'll start in the gully over here. So I've got an 8 and a 10 in that order. The 8 is all right. And the 10 is all right. Now in the trench, we've got 7 and 6 is 13. So that's a trigger check. Nothing happens. Next order. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's you.
I'll route you.
Right.
So we have just the one light mortar there in the woods is an 8.
That's right.
And they go back 1.
Well, they've got to go and overstack. They'll go there.
And because this is Stalingrad, we just have the similar Pacific rules, which just
Oh, that's right.
reduction of cover.
Of course.
Reduction of cover, right. Okay. Next order. I'll draw back up. And it's to you.
I'll play a move order. I'll activate them. And they'll go 2.
Sure. I'll shoot at him. And Lowerback will, like you say, do lots of jiggery pokery, even though he can't see them directly.
You
Alright,
need
so
you
the
need
Pioneers.
you need Larback to activate all of the units in the minefield anyway.
So just the Pioneer and the Elite together. So there are 7, 8, 9, Crossfire 10, 11. 11 plus 7 is 18.
I'll play hidden pillbox.
Nice.
So I've got 13 against 18. You said they're good with a sniper, and the sniper is boosting the urban sniper. And they'll stop there. I'll play a fire order. I'll activate these 2 hexes. And Melikov's rifle squad will fire their light machine gun there for 5. 5 plus 10, 15, right.
12 for the squad. They are suppressed, which they already are. And then Vogel's 14. Yep, so he's good. All right.
Clean up the map. Draw 1, 2, 3 cards on its U.
Discard 1 and draw back up.
Hidden
It's to
unit.
you. Woohoo!
Indeed. So I roll my dice. Getting a 7 in 1942. Sergeant Kaminsky. A weapons team with a medium mortar. Or a rifle squad. Or a militia squad. Right, I'll take the weapons team with a medium mortar. And I'll put it there. And I'll click next order for that. I will route you again. And I'll start off again with Esser's Hex for 8 and 10. 8's all right. 10's all right. And a trigger check for the broken squad in the trench with Herzog. Nothing happens. Next order. Play a move. Activate them. And they go 2. Anything
Okay.
happening?
Nope.
Clean up. 1, 2, 3, and it's you.
Let's do a fire order. Lower back et al. Up here. Alright, so we'll start with the Pioneer shooting the flamethrower into there.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a check. Here's the check. And they hit. So it's an 11 plus 6 is 17.
I've got 8. 8 and 9 is 17. They're suppressed.
Unbelievable.
Just a bit.
I really need to start doing these in the opposite order. Alright, so the Pioneers are 8. 9 with the elites into the same target. 9 plus 7, 6 rather, 15.
I've got 7 and 5 is 12. They're good.
Okay, what good is this? Okay, let's do next order. And I will attempt to route you. So you got your
They've got,
broken light mortar there. It's overstacked by 1,
so
so
they've got 1 cover, so they've got 7.
I got 1. Yep. Okay, so here's the check. And they're fine. Next order. Draw back up. And send to you.
Right. I'll play a recover. Remove that. And I've got a 7 to rally that mortar. They're suppressed and time. So just so that I don't forget, I'll suppress those guys. Okay, time advance. Allied VP. You digging in?
No diggins.
None for me either. Right, so that was the recover, which had a failed rally, and that was that for that. Play a fire order. Activate Melikov, the medium mortar, and that light mortar at the bottom, the one that's obviously not broken and suppressed. So I'll start with the light machine gun firing for 5. There. 11. That'll be 2 triggers, I think. 6 and 6 is 12. Yep.
Yep. Okay, here's squad check. And Vogel check.
Now the medium mortar will target the same hex at range 5. That's a hit with an event. And the event is entrenched. You may place foxholes in a friendly hex. I think it's got to be there. So that was a hit with the medium mortar. I'll sustain it to make it 11.
Come on, Devils.
That's 18 with an event. And the event is KIA. I'll eliminate Sergeant Esser
Boo!
and take 3 points.
You will. Just when I thought I was getting back into it.
Right, 18.
Okay, so we are. That's airbursts, or that's not airbursts, right? Trench gives me extra support on that, so 12, 14, 14, and 15. So here's the 14, or 13 because they're suppressed. They're okay. And then Vogel's 15. And he's good with a sniper.
Oh, I forgot to use the urban sniper.
And that doesn't help, so I will just bring it back down to German increase. I had a couple times last game where I was like, oh, sniper! Forgot the sniper! Yeah.
Yes. So that's fired the light machine gun, fired the mortar. Can't fire the mortar that I activated. Next order. Clean up. Draw 1, 2, 3, and it's you.
Sadly, it's too late for Esser. But we will do a smoke request from Vogel. And he's going to put it right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 range. So 6 or better. It's on target-ish. Here's a minor drift.
5 and 2.
5 and back to where we want it. So we're going to put all the smoke right here. Next order. Fire order. Just the pioneers with the flamethrower here. We'll target there, of course. And so let's see if we can hit with the flamethrower. We do. And it's 11 plus 8 is 19.
I've got 8. They break.
And then the squad itself is an 8 by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to add. 8 plus 15. Give me a trigger check for you, or Snake Eyes.
I've got
the event.
Oh, the event, right.
My surrender goes up. Okay.
I've got an 11. So there's the sniper. The sniper has no effect. Soviet increase.
That is all. I realized that in my haste, I forgot to play my artillery request, so I will do next order. Sorry.
All right, I see what you mean.
It's like, oh, did everything but. I'm going to draw back up and send it to you.
Play a move. Activate this unbroken mortar squad. And they go to there for 1 and take their mortar with them. Naturally. Next order. Clean up. Draw a card, and it's you.
Do another fire. Same as before. We will attempt to shoot into the pillbox with the flamethrower. Here's the targeting. It's a hit. It's 11 plus 5 is 16.
I've got 6. 6 and 9 is 15. Ooh.
Ooh.
Take 2 points.
Next order. And how are we doing? Got 3 away from your surrender.
Have I only killed S?
Yes. We're going to do an advance. Lower back is going to advance into there. Next order. Draw back up and send it to you.
Discard 1, 2, and 3. Draw 1, 2, and 3, and it's you.
Do a move order.
Mm-hmm.
Activate this elite right here. And they will jump out of the minefield into the pillbox.
Right, first things first, a minefield attack for 6. 15.
Okay. So 15, they're an 8. And they break with a sniper. Sniper adds to urban sniper for Germans.
And then you take 2 points.
I do. I'll take that. So, boom. Access control, 2 points. All right. You may opportunity fire if you'd like.
No.
Next order. We will do an artillery request for bombardment from Lauerbach. And it's going to go there.
1,
So
2,
I
3,
think
4, 5.
with the brush hindrance, right? +3
is 8.
Okay. So it's an 8. I need 9 or better.
That's
Ooh,
a miss.
just a miss. All right, here's major drift. 5 and 3. So 5, 1, 2, 3. All right, it's a miss. He's not used to this. All right, we'll draw back up, and it's to you, sir.
I'll play a recover. And these guys are in woods, so they recover. On an 8, they're suppressed again with a sniper. The sniper has no effect. I get Soviet increase, and they're suppressed. Next order. I'll play a move order. I'll activate this rifle squad, and they'll go 1. Actually, it's 2 because that's a woods hex.
Okay.
Next order. And finally, I'll play a fire. And I'll activate them, that, and that. And this light mortar will target there at range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 3 is 8. That's a hit for 6. 6 and 6 is 12. You're at -1 morale because you're in wire.
Yeah, so 8, 8, and 8. All right, 3 8s. So here's bottom. I assume we're taking that.
I am.
Okay, so we will do our time advance. Reset my deck. Okay.
Take my
Move
victory
a
point.
smoke. 2 here. All right. So any dig-ins?
Not for me.
No dig-ins for me. Okay. So the first one was good. That's the pioneers. The elites are now an 8 with a sniper.
No effect.
Sniper does not help, so increase for Germans, and then Lauerbach is an 8 as well. He will break.
Now that the medium mortar goes through the 10 smoke, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 10 is 15. Targeting Vogel. 15. That's a miss. That means that the light machine gun can't fire because it's firing through 10 smoke. And the other mortar's broken, so that's next order. Clean up, draw 1, 2, and 3, and it's you.
We're going to do an advance order here. And flamethrower going to advance into the pillbox. So,
Right, so it's a minefield attack. That's 14.
14. All right, and we're a 9. And their break. Okay. Not for nothing, I hope. Next order, we will do a recover. First one I've seen in, wow, so long. All right, so get a suppression down here. It's gone. That's the only one. All right, so we'll start with the pioneers in the pillbox there.
That's a trigger.
They're a trigger. Yep, they're good. So they rally. The elites are a 12. They're good. Lauerbach is in plus and minus wire, so he's 10. He's got the one cover for the brush.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he's a 10. He rallies. All right, rifle squad down here in the gully is an 8. They do not rally. Then rifle squad with Herzog. That's a trigger check. Yep.
They rally.
Rally. And that is everything. So next order. Play a route order on you. And we've got just this rifle squad 5-7, right? Is that right?
Yep. 5-7 indeed.
Yeah. Okay, so here's check. And they go back 2. It's probably the most effective I've ever had routes in one game ever. I mean, almost all of them have done something. All right.
Put that smoke
Next
back.
order.
Hold on.
Sure. Next order. And I'm going to draw back up and to you.
I'll play in advance. I'll activate these guys. And they advance there. Next order. I will route you on an 8. So I want a nice 12. They're suppressed. And you don't have anybody else that's broken. So that's that. Clean up, draw 1 and 2, and it's you.
Do move order.
Mm-hmm.
And these pioneers here, 1-2 to there.
I'm not firing at you.
Okay. 3 to there, and 4 to there. Next order. I will draw up, and it's to you.
1, 2, and 3. Draw 1, 2, and 3, and it's you.
I'm going to attempt to route you. And they are a 5 there out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
And they're suppressed still. Okay. Quaking in fear. I will do a move order.
Quaking in fear, my ass.
They're just waiting for orders. Let me put it that way.
That's exactly how the commissar would put it.
That's right. Okay, 1 to there. I don't think you have anything. Yes, up the hill into the woods. So that is all their movement. I will take control of 4. Not that it has any bearing on that right now, but maybe. Next order. I will draw up, and it is to you.
Route you on a 7. They're out off the map for 2 points on time.
Insult and injury. Eliminate.
Hit time marker
8.
to draw pile. Take 3 victory points. You playing any dig-ins?
No dig-ins. No.
I've got a dig-in. That goes there. That was my dig-in after your route, and I've reset my deck, and there's no sudden death. I've got to remove a smoke. I'll dissipate that one. So that was my route completed. Next order. Draw 1, 2 cards, and it's you.
All right. I'm going to discard 2 and draw 2.
I
Back to you.
play hidden unit.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. And roll a 6 in 1942. I get a weapons team with a light machine gun. A terrible roll.
You keep saying that. I do not think it means what you think it means.
It certainly does if you look at the chart. I'll take a weapons team with a light machine gun. And it's going there. So that was my hidden unit. I'll play a recover. Let's see if they can recover on a 9 this time. They do. I'll play a move order. I'll activate this newly recovered light mortar. They go up the hill. Next order. Clean up. Draw 1, 2, 3, and it's you.
All right. I'm going to play an artillery request from Lauerbach. And he's going to ask for some smoke. And we're going to put it there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 3 hindrance is 8. So spotting on 9 or better. It's a miss.
Direction and distance.
It goes direction 4-1. Okay. That will work. All right. Next order. I'm going to draw up. And it's to you.
Play a fire order. Activate Melikov. There. That. And that. I'm targeting there with this mortar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus a hindrance of 3 is a targeting roll of 8. That's a hit for effect 6. I'll sustain it to make it 8. That's 15 with an event. And the event is Battle Harden. 1 friendly unit becomes veteran. Interesting. That one. Right, so it's a 15 on Lauerbach's hex.
So we are got the cover and the wire, so they offset. So 9, 9, and 9. It looks like, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 3 9s. So starting with the squad first, 9.
Suppressed.
They are suppressed. Team. Oh, this game.
Combat Commander.
Combat Commander. Sons of bitches. Alright, let's do the time advance. Could be over, because John's holding all the card. Alright, so we advance that. Go to draw pile. We make a sudden death check first.
That's
it's a
right.
7. So on a 6 or less, the game presumably will end. It's a 7. What would you like to do?
It's a reroll.
It's a reroll. Okay, so here's the roll again, 6 or less. I will pass the card to you. Here's the reroll. It's a 6. Womp, 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 womp. All right, Defender wins. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I saw exactly 2 recover cards the entire game, and I was not going to go anywhere without the American Express recover card. And so I had all these. I had hands full of wonderful moves and assault fires and everything. But if I can't approach without you shooting me to pieces, I wasn't going to do it. So this was also great. That slowed things down immeasurably. I mean, so much of that flank was just stopped right there with that mine. So good show on that. But walk us through the finishing process here.
Let's go through it step by step.
Indeed.
It's no kind of victory. If the winner's posture was defender, he may choose to fight the next battle at the same campaign position or one position closer to the opponent's end line. And if you know what the next position is, it's map 23, which has no terrain at all.
Is it the big dusty desert?
Yes. So my strategic decision is to fight the next battle on this same position.
They're going to get so sick of this map by the time we're done. Awesome. Okay.
So that's the first thing. The second thing is troop quality adjustment. The winner of the last battle may select one of the following. Raises troop quality one level from green to line or line to elite, or lower his opponent's troop quality one level from elite to line or line to elite. I think I'll increase my level to elite.
And while you're doing that, I will reveal my objective. It doesn't affect anything too much, but I was holding objective 3, so I'm going to take 2 victory points for the official accounting. So there we go. So final score is 18 for the Soviets, which seems like a lot, but with that 10-point, that's a 20-point swing.
Exactly.
As I was blanketing you with smoke and getting ready to approach and drive you into surrender. That was my goal at this point, was to try to get you to surrender. But I had to find the right way to do it. And you were only 3 away, as I recall. Yeah. So I was about to hopefully inflict some casualties with that flamethrower, but tomorrow is another day.
Camping position 0. Reinforcements and counter cleanup. Remove all units from the casualty truck. Well, we can assume that's assumed.
And we don't have anything broken on the map, which is pretty neat.
Remove all broken weapons from the map. So campaign game time is 2. I'll just note that. Each player then counts the total number of surviving friendly units he has remaining on both the time track and map. Each player divides the survivor count by the number currently occupied by the battle marker, round fractions up. So we both count our number of units on the map and divide by 2, rounding up, and can take that number of units as reinforcement. I've got 10 units on the map. I can get up to 5 reinforcements. We have to take Melikov and Vogel as reinforcements.
Is Private Herzog allowable?
Yes, any unit on the map is allowable, even a hero.
Okay. Oh, I actually will lose. I have a suppressed unit up here, so this pioneer will go away.
Yes, that's right. Pressed. We forgot about that.
So he does. Yep, he doesn't count. So.
And the other thing to remember about taking your reinforcements is that you're only allowed to stack 7 silhouettes in each time space.
Right.
So sometimes it's better to choose a team rather than a squad to maximise your. We have to reset our decks for the roll for reserves.
And since Esser is dead, he's available again on this roll. Should I roll him, right?
Correct. That was one reason I didn't take Bierman in the first playthrough as a reinforcement, because I didn't want to lose the chance of rolling him again as a platoon.
Sure.
So call for divisional reserves. The loser of the last battle makes a roll on his divisional reserve table. The winner of the last battle makes 2 such rolls, picking only one of those. So you make 1 roll.
Okay, here's my roll. Okay. Well, I've got Lauerbach.
So that means you can't take him back. You can't take him again.
That's right. Okay.
So I make 2 rolls. I get a 12.
Jeez. Nothing. And
a 4.
Bikovitz.
Sergeant Bikovets. Guards Rifle Platoon F. Yep. So that's that.
Well, this was wonderful today, of course. What we're going to do here is I'm, of course, going to clean this up. And I'm going to call for your hands out there. Those of you want to type in on your keyboards and give feedback down here in our little comment section on the YouTube video. We love to hear all of your feedback. Comments and critiques are wonderful, especially on strategy. If we missed something, if we goofed, that I didn't catch in editing, feel free to let us know down there and give us your opinions on how you would do things a little bit differently. Asking you to, of course, click that like and subscribe on the channel. That's me putting the channel hat on. And that lets us know that you're enjoying the content. And I try to get this stuff out at least several times a week. I've got 3 or 4 different things going on the fire at any one time. And then, of course, we have recurring content like this with John. So when I get an opportunity to play Combat Commander, which is growing in popularity, I take the opportunity to get it out there. And, of course, we invite you to join us on the Combat Commander ladder. John, you want to tell them a little bit about it if they haven't heard from me yet?
Well, the Combat Commander ladder is where there's about 100 people on it, and it's where you get to a guaranteed game once a month where Patrick draws a scenario at random from one of the packs of Combat Commander scenarios, and then you're paired up against an opponent on the ladder, and the aim of the ladder is to get to the top of the ladder by winning your games. And that's basically it.
And spoilers, I've never seen the top of the ladder, but John is very, very close as of this month, so we're going to wish him luck up there as he gets higher and higher in altitude up the ladder. We are glad you're here. Stick around for the next game. It should be out here in a couple of weeks once we get to some scheduled time for us to do it. And John, always a pleasure.
You're welcome, Patrick.
And have a good one.
I will.
Cheery bye.
Cheery bye.